Thank you for watching the TDC Hot Rods YouTube channel.
So we are back to work on the 68 Cougar. I thought it was a 7. The owner corrected me to 68. So we're back to work on the 68 Cougar. I got a few more rust spots to work on. I didn't finish all the rust last time because I kind of got tired of cutting out and welding up rust. So I moved on to other stuff. But let me show you what we got here. So I would prefer to put a quarter panel on this thing, but it's not happening, so we gotta repair it. So we got rust here, there, some spots in here, and then this spot right there. And there's that same spot on the other side that I already put a quarter panel on. And then I got that little rust spot there, and then that one there, and there's the same thing on the other side, same exact location. And the owner would like the fender wells rolled, but rather than rolling them with the full thickness, you can see where I kind of got a little bit of a start here. So I'm gonna cut it back a little bit and then roll them up. That way I don't have so much material I'm having to roll. If the car was already painted, then of course I'd take my fender well roller and go back and forth and roll them, but since it is not painted, I'm going to trim that back and then roll it. Also, the owner had come in here and cut both sides, these quarters, to fit bigger tires. Well, obviously that doesn't look very nice like that. So after I cut that up, and then this piece here that I cut out, I'm actually going to cut a pretty big piece like this, and I'm going to come all the way into here and make a nice curve, plus bring this up a little bit more, so then it looks nice and smooth and perfect. Same with on the front. You see that you cut that out. So yeah, I need to get in here and do some cutting and welding and all that other fun jazz, try to get this rust stuff done. The owner is coming to look at it again, and I haven't done a ton of stuff since he was here last, and I have a deadline on this thing, and that deadline is about 6 weeks, so I gotta hurry. Once when the car is all in primer like that, then really it's not that much farther before it gets painted, because the only thing I'm doing to this is painting it and putting it back on the tires and wheels. I'm putting all the body parts on and aligning them, but I am not I'm not putting everything all back in it, just painting it and aligning all the body parts. Yeah, so I don't have a ton of work, but I do have a lot more work until it's to that point. So I better get back to work. So I had a pretty big distraction throughout the day, but we still got a bunch done. The owner of the Land Cruiser showed up and he put some stuff together, but I I'm gonna show that in a video of the Land Cruiser. But on the Cougar, we got this rust hole here patched. And then there was one right there, you can't really see it. You can see where this one was. I need to do a little more grinding there. There was one there, there. I rolled the the fender lip. So now that's all rolled there. You can't really see it. You can't see it at all actually. But if you compare it to this side, where that, oh, where's my finger? Right there. Where that lip is to the edge of the fender. Well, that lip is this right here. So you see how much that's like 2.5 inches, 2.25 inches that the owner wanted this wheel moved back. Same with the front one. It got widened also. So total, I don't know. I'll have to measure and see how much I widened it total, but it is a lot wider, way wider. He's putting quite a bit bigger tire on it. And then, you can't see it, but this whole thing here was kind of pushed in. I really should have put a quarter panel on this, but with a good full day's worth of work, I got it straightened out. And it's gonna be just fine, but I do wish I would put a quarter on it. But you can kind of see my hammer marks here, but I got that hammered and dollied and all smoothed out. And this also, there's one dent right there, and there's one right there. You can see that little ding. So I got to pull that one out and pop that one out and grind all this down and put a super duper thin coat of filler on there and all across there. And so this car has lead in where the seam where they attach the roof to the cell panel, and it's way high. Like, I've not noticed it before, but this car in particular, both sides, the lead is just super high. So I gotta grind that down, and then I'll also put a super thin coat of glaze over that lead. So I'm gonna go ahead and do that stuff, and while that filler's drying, I'm gonna fix the last rust holes, which the last one is this one, and that one. That is the last ones on the whole car. Very excited. Nope, I lied, there's one more. And that one, stinking things. So after those, you can see here how much I need to modify this quarter to be like that other one, and this rear piece needs to go about that much, quite a lot. So I'm gonna get to work, and I'll show you guys. Well, I'll do a time lapse, but yeah. Anyways, so I'm gonna get to work, and I'll pull the camera back out as soon as I got some filler on it. Wow, it's dusty in here. We got some filler on it. There's just a little teeny tiny bit right there, and honestly, even primer might fill that in, but I'm gonna put some glaze across that. So this is just super thin there, got a little tiny spot there, a little spot down there to fill in. But yeah, it's turned out sweet. So up here, oh yeah, I explained that I ground it down, and man, it looks a lot better. It feels a lot better. Yeah, so now I need to fill in just a couple little tiny spots, nothing big at all. And then I need to come over here and start modifying these wheel wells. I was gonna do that while the Bondo dried, but got a distraction. So I'm gonna do that this time while the Bondo dries. So I need to modify that side, and I still need to get to that rust hole right there. Those dirty little devils. Yeah, anyways, so everything's come along real nice. The bodywork's coming out real sweet, which is always awesome when it comes out good the first time and you don't have to keep fighting with it. Yeah, it's turning out real nice. So I am going to put a little bit more glaze on here, just a real thin skim coat. That's weird. And then get to cutting some metal. All right, guys. So I got this wheel well trimmed here and here. I got the rust repaired there. But I don't like my welds on this side, so I'm gonna grind them out and redo them. Got a little more filler put in there and a little tiny bit there. But yeah, so I made a lot of progress in the little bit of time that I worked on it. I didn't quite get as far as I wanted. I was hoping to get primer on this thing, but it didn't happen. So, but that's just part of it. Oh well. That's what I was to show. So I wanted to show you guys kind of how or explain a little bit how I rolled the wheel wells on these. So, like on the front, the thickness of this wheel well, if you just put a dolly out here and start hammering it, it's gonna suck this down. Okay, I'm gonna come out here. So if you start hammering here, it's gonna pull this down. Or if you start hammering here, it's gonna suck these in like that. So if you take and cut it to where it's only like that wide, like 1/4, 3/8 of an inch wide all the way around, and then roll it over, you end up with, it doesn't move the fender at all, and you end up with a really nice lip, just like this right here. And you can see there's about 3/8 of an inch and a real nice little lip there. So I mainly wanted to show that. I've seen people where they come in, let me show you, where they come in here, and I did this once on a car and I regret ever doing it. It made a mess. But they come in here and they slice it a whole bunch of places and then hammer it and roll it around. Then you gotta tack weld the end of the slice back up, so then if you put any kind of filler on it, it doesn't crack and fall out. Yeah. Anyways, big mess. Not this way is way easier, way nicer, cleaner job. But yeah, anyways, I just wanted to explain that. I didn't get as far done as I wanted, but that's all right, it'll be okay. But I told another customer I will have something done for him tonight, so I gotta get to work on that. So this is gonna end off this little short video of working on the Cougar, but we're gonna be right back to it because I want this car done by the beginning of December. So we will definitely have more Cougar videos coming very soon. Maybe even throughout the weekend, we'll see. But yeah, so thank you guys very much for watching, and we'll see you on the next one.